I was in my live doing my little gay thing, promoting my shows, and who the fuck showed up but Amanda Bynes? Hello, everybody. Welcome to Heather Shaw is Kidding. It's me, Heather Shaw. Another episode. Are you excited? Are you wet? Are you dry? Are you both? What are you, superhuman? How you doing? Hope you're having a good week. I'm having a fantastic week over here. I was in Phoenix last weekend. Super fucking hot. Not the people, just the weather. The people are mid. If the people were weather, they would be a cool 45 degrees. Do you know what I'm saying? But it was fine. I had a fun time out there in House of Comedy in Phoenix. Shout out to everybody that came out to the shows. If you are in Stamford, Connecticut tonight, I'm at the New York Comedy Club. Please come the fuck out. I don't know. I don't think I'm selling very well in Stamford. And that's okay with me. You know, if I don't do well in Connecticut, I'll be okay. I don't think anything's out in Connecticut. I don't know what Connecticut is about. I do know that almost every other episode of Dateline is a story featured in Connecticut. It's just some rich woman in a cardigan wraparound sweater that ends up murdered in her kitchen. That's all I know about Connecticut. I feel like every other murder on Dateline is some poor woman stabbed to death in her kitchen. And it was either her angsty son who was told no for the first time and decided to kill her, or her bitch of a husband who was having an affair with his receptionist. That is very specific, but I'm not wrong. And then I'm in Long Island, New York, which, again, don't know what to expect there. I'll be at Governor's this Thursday. If you're in that area, please come out to that. Please come out to shows. I'm very funny. You have a good time, whether you're young, old, gay, straight, bi, curious, bi, questioning, bisexual, whatever one you are. Boy, do I have jokes for you. You're going to love it. Tickets at heathershawcomedy.com. I'm doing a bunch of California shows coming up next month, as well as the East Coast. I'm out there in Portsmouth, New Hampshire, Providence, Rhode Island, Beverly, and Foxborough, Massachusetts. You know, I decided to do both coasts. I said, let me go to California, and then I'll go home and rest for a little, and then I'm going to go out to the East Coast. You know, makes no sense. That's my MO. Makes no sense over here. I love it. But I'm looking forward to all the shows, and, you know, I'm looking forward to spending a year not being in Phoenix. I think I went in the wrong time. It was just so hot. The audiences were fine. They were a little weird, but what's to be expected from a state like that? I mean, I don't know if anything's coming out of Arizona or going into it and staying in it, you know? When you're in that weather that hot, that kind of weather that long and that hot, your brain just melts. You know, Floridians and Arizonians, I feel like they would love each other. Love each other. They get each other. They could share their bath salts. Talk about the immigration problem. Oh, they'd love it. It was great. I went live on TikTok to promote my shows, as you do, as a content creator. God, I hate that word. It's so dirty. I'd rather just say I'm in sex work, and it's just me on TikTok live pushing my shows. I'd rather say I'm a sex worker than a content creator. Are you kidding me? God, content creator is so cringy. At least sex worker, there's an appeal to it, you know? I mean, you'd look at me and you'd go, what sex are you working? I mean, foot jobs? Who's putting you up to work in the sex biz, lady? There's somebody that just wants to bang Jim Carrey? Somebody would pay me to see if my vagina looks like Jim Carrey too. I just know it. We'll see. Anyways, I was in Phoenix in the condo because I wasn't going out in Phoenix. First of all, there's nothing to do in that area where I was. It was like North Phoenix, kind of like Scottsdale, but not really. There's nothing to do, and it's too hot to even go do anything if you were. People were like, I was asking people in the audience, and they were like, we have pools. And I'm like, yeah, but I bet the pools feel like bath water. In August, the pools you're not going into a pool to cool off. You're going into a pool to boil like a fucking live lobster. So I just sat in my condo and I decided I'll go on live on TikTok, which is always fun. It's always kind of a shit fest, but it's fun. It's a lot of people on there who I would submit them to be featured on Love on the Spectrum. Do you know what I'm saying? A lot of that. It's a lot of weird comments. But I was in my live doing my little gay thing, promoting my shows, And who the fuck showed up but Amanda Bynes? And it was really Amanda Bynes. I made sure of it. I checked on that. I clicked on the profile that was commenting, and I said, this can't be Amanda Bynes. It was. It was Amanda Bynes. She was in my live. So things really aren't going well for her if she's in my live. No, she was, she's got a different handle on TikTok. I mean, it says Amanda Bynes, but her handle on TikTok is Midge, Midge, something else, Midge Gardner or something. Great name. Love it so much. Talk about a sex worker. That'd be my porn name. Call me Midge Gardner. Spread my lips. I'm Midge. Midge is about to splidge. I don't know. That'd be Midge Coming, I guess, if I was a porn star named Midge. God, if I ever have a kid, I'm going to curse that kid by naming them Midge. That was their first mistake, getting born. Their second mistake is letting me name them. Oh my God, if I ever have a kid, I don't care what gender it is. I don't care. Fluid? Your name is Midge. I'm Midge. I'm 2 years old. I've been smoking since I was in the womb. That's the only way to sound like a midge, is just that voice. Anyways, Amanda Bynes, her name on TikTok is Midge Gardner, which I don't know why. I don't ask. I love it. Amanda Bynes is a comedic genius, even when she's not trying to be funny. I don't know if she set that as her name on TikTok to be funny or not. It's fucking hilarious. That's a great name. I also haven't done research. It could be like a character in Harry Potter. I don't fucking know. I'm not a dork. I don't read. I'm not the House of Huzzlepoof or what the fuck ever. I don't know. Midge Gardner could be like one of her characters. I mean, it literally could be her character's name and she's the man. I didn't watch that movie. You know, I wasn't really super into Amanda Bynes. Why am I talking like Donald Trump? You see me? Look at this. I'm doing the Donald Trump move. You're watching on YouTube right now. Kamala Harris is a bitch. Midge Gardner. So she was in my live. Let's go back anyways. She was in my live, and I had made a video about Amanda Bynes, simply stating that anybody who has hurt Amanda Bynes deserves to never see a day of sunlight and deserves to live in a cave, preferably 6 feet under. You know, because I'm not a super fan of Amanda Bynes. I don't really know her that well, but I know that she deserved so much more in life, and it's really sad to see, you know, what her life is. Now, I'm not trying to patronize her and be like, oh, poor Amanda. But, you know, if you have fucking eyeballs in a brain, you can tell that Amanda Bynes is having a rough go at it, and something has affected her in mental illness and maybe trauma-caused mental illness and people that have harmed her. You know, I'm certain as a child star growing up in that era in the 90s, she wasn't treated well. She wasn't protected. What? So, crazy, right? We all saw Quiet on the Set. I didn't, but I got the gist. I get it. But she was in my live after I'd posted that TikTok. That TikTok was posted about how people who hurt her deserve to be in a cave. It was probably like 3, 4, or 5 days after I posted that. But she was in my live, I think it was Saturday, and she said, hey, what did you mean by I belong in a cave? And I was like, oh, fuck, no. She took this the wrong way. Number one, that was a dead giveaway to me that she can't really comprehend things, because it wasn't like that. TikTok's not something you can misconstrue. It's not something that's like confusing. So that made me sad that she didn't quite get the TikTok. Because I would think anybody 5th grade or higher could understand that TikTok, I would think. But, you know, maybe not these 5th graders out here. Post-COVID, these kids can't fucking read. I was thinking, by the way, if the kids can't read, how come they're all commenting on TikToks? Maybe they aren't. You know, maybe it's the college kids that are commenting. But soon, how are these kids? They can't read and write. How are they going to comment on TikToks? Is it just going to be emojis? They're just going to be throwing out emojis? Probably. So I was sad that she didn't understand the TikTok was me saying, fuck the people who hurt you. And that was one thing. But the other thing was like, oh my God, I don't want her to think that I would ever speak poorly of her or make fun of her or ever post a TikTok not supporting her. Even though I'm not a huge Amanda Bynes fan, I do support her fully and want her to be at the healthiest and happiest. I became a fan of Amanda Bynes when she was tweeting in 2009. I'm going to be honest. I didn't watch The Amanda Show. I didn't watch She's the Man. You think I would as a lesbian. You think I would eat that up, but I didn't. I think that's more for trans men. But her tweets really killed me. She had tweets. My all-time favorite tweet of all time in the history of all time is the top two are from fucking Amanda Bynes. Number one, it was after Rihanna had that song "Shine Bright Like a Diamond." Shine bright like a diamond. I think it was like 2009. Amanda Bynes tweeted, "Shine bright like a corn." That's just so fucking funny. That's so fucking funny. In print, that is so goddamn funny. I want that framed and hung in my office somewhere. The next episode, if you're watching this on YouTube, watch out. I might have "Shine bright like a corn," the actual tweet from Amanda, in a frame, because it's so fucking funny. The other one that was funny was, "I want Drake to murder my pussy." I don't know if she said pussy or vagina. I think pussy is what she said, but vagina would be funnier. Amanda, let's look this up in real time. I don't have a producer. This is just me Googling Amanda Bynes tweets about Drake. Wow, that's already been a search in my thing. Great. I'm sorry about the... Oh, she just apologized. "I want Drake to murder my vagina." That's funny. That's funny. She's so fucking funny. What year was that? 2000... Oh, that's not... 2021. That can't be right. That's not right. I forget what year it was. My guess is like 2009. 2013. Wow. Interesting. Is it 2013? Yeah, 2013, I think, is when those are from. Interesting. I was thinking 2009. Anyways, she had the top two tweets, and that's when I became a huge Amanda Bynes fan, to be so honest. I mean, after "Shine Bright Like a Corn," I was like, I love this woman. And I think that was the beginning of her breakdown mentally. So it's not, in hindsight, maybe not as funny, but I do love those tweets. I don't care who tweeted them out, I really don't. If Trump were to tweet out "Shine Bright Like a Corn," I might just vote for him this year. Do you know what I mean? Like, that's very funny. That's a very funny tweet. Anyway, so she said, "What do you mean you want me in a cave in my live?" And her name doesn't pop up as Amanda Bynes because it's under Midge Gardner. So I didn't want to call attention to the fact that she was in the live, just because, everyone in there is fucking weird. And if you're in the lives, I love you, not you, everyone else. So I said, I just spoke to her directly. I didn't say her name. I just said, "Hey, I didn't mean you in a cave, okay? Just so you know, I want everyone who's ever hurt you, doesn't matter how big or small, who has ever hurt you in their life, to be in a fucking cave. We love you. We support you. You are the best. It's all love. Love you so much." I just said it like that. I didn't address her by her name. I just said, "This person commented, what do you mean? I belong in a cave." And I just, let it out and let her know that I would never make fun of her or wish her ill will. And it was all out of love, and fuck the people who hurt her. And she put up a heart emoji, kind of like, how high schoolers talk now. They can't type, so they just throw out a heart emoji. That was Amanda Bynes. She threw out a heart emoji. I think she understood what I was saying. And that was that. That was the most riveting thing that happened in Phoenix. Is Amanda Bynes got confused by a TikTok and joined my live and cleared it the fuck up. I want nothing but the best for Amanda, Midge, Gardner Bynes. Matthew Perry... 5 people arrested in the Matthew Perry death. This is what I love about celebrities, is that if you die suspiciously, there's going to be an investigation, bitch. Okay? Most people die from a drug overdose, and they don't even wait till the body bag is zipped up. They're calling it. They go, fentanyl OD, next. This is a perk of being a celebrity. If you're going to OD in the jacuzzi, there's going to be an investigation. There's going to be some shit found out. Mac Miller, he died, and they combed through those texts. They were connecting the dots. Corkboard up, red lines all over. This drug dealer, this text. He was wearing this. That is the good thing about being a celebrity. Just know, celebrities, if you die in a jacuzzi or a hot tub or from an OD or literally anything, it's a little suspicious. People are going to be on it. 5 people have been arrested for Matthew Perry's overdose. Apparently, he took ketamine. That was the big one, and he was getting taken advantage of with his ketamine. He was paying money for ketamine, which he should not have been paying. And they referred the people who gave him the drugs. An actual doctor referred to him as a moron. So that's fun. That's real fun for that guy. He said, I wonder how much this moron will pay for ketamine. Let's find out. And he went on to provide ketamine to Matthew Perry and his assistant. The doctor repeatedly injected Perry with this drug himself and also instructed Matthew Perry's assistant on how to inject the drug as well. So that's fun. He's giving everybody a little lesson on how to inject ketamine. God, that's brutal. That's dark. That is crazy. Injecting ketamine. I mean, I've heard of people snorting ketamine, but God, injecting it is like you want to join the K-hole forever. I think he was really getting, from September until Perry's death in late October, the doctors provided him with about 20 vials of ketamine at a price of $55,000, which is like 3 seconds of an episode of Friends. You know, he was making so much money on Friends and then residuals and syndication that $55,000 to Matthew Perry is like 3 speaking lines on one episode of Friends. So, you know, I think he was overcharging him though. I think vials were like $12 on his end and he was charging like $1,000 for a vial. He's such a douchebag. Doctors are greedy bitches. When Kanye, if God forbid if Kanye dies, you know there's going to be an investigation and that stupid fucking Whippet doctor is going to be right on the firing squad. He's all over his texts. His texts are getting posted. So who got arrested for Matthew Perry? 2 doctors, a live-in personal assistant, an acquaintance. That's just so generic. That could be it. It's probably a dog. It's probably Matthew's pet dog. And a drug dealer known as the Ketamine Queen. What a dork. Can you imagine being like, I'm the fucking Ketamine Queen. K-hole, bitch. I am the queen of horse tranquilizer. Like, what a dorky fucking thing to be. Just get into heroin, you dork. What do you mean you're the ketamine queen? Be the heroin. That's great. Heroin. Like heroin with the E at the end? You're the heroin. What do you mean ketamine queen? I'm the bath salt booty bitch. Get a life. Or just take yours. I don't know. I guess he got deep into ketamine, which is like, I just don't understand ketamine. I don't understand K-holes. It doesn't seem fun to me. It just seems like, anything with psychedelic properties, anything that's like, this knocks out a horse. I'm good. You know, I weigh $110 on a good day. I don't need anything that knocks out a horse to be entered into my blood system, into my bloodstream. That will knock me the fuck. I will die. I will literally die. I'm glad that people are getting arrested for this, but you know, this is a lifelong drug addict. It's almost like dealing to him is playing with fire, especially a new drug he can get hooked on. I didn't know, honestly, it makes sense that you can OD from ketamine. I did not realize that you can OD from ketamine. It's kind of like, can you OD from acid? Not that ketamine is like acid, but, you know, I guess thinking that it's a horse tranquilizer does make sense that you could shut down your body with that. But has anybody OD'd from acid? Let's see here. Can you OD from acid? That sounds like a Google search. I would fucking type in on acid. Non-existent. Yeah, no, you can't. And you could, but it's like ODing on water. It's possible, but like insane. Overdose deaths on LSD alone are essentially non-existent since a person would need to take 100 to 200 doses at one time. Yeah, it's like ODing on water. You'd have to really, really do it. You know, you'd have to drink like the ocean. But I'm glad that Matthew Perry is getting some vindication here. You know, he got taken advantage of. He was a lifelong drug addict. Didn't need anybody taking advantage of him, no matter how much they made that moron pay. I mean, how fucking lame, dude. Can you imagine being a doctor? Can you imagine going to medical school? Okay, passing the boards or whatever the fuck. I don't really know. Doing your residency, being a doctor, now you're a doctor. You've done all of it. 8 years of school and residency or whatever the fuck else. Only to end up fucking a shitty fucking drug dealer scamming a celebrity who is clearly an addict, who seems like he means well. I don't know the guy. I never knew the guy. Why would I know the guy? You know, he's dead. Clearly a wounded animal of a person. Matthew Perry kind of always seemed like a wounded animal. He was never really all there. He's just kind of sad. He was endearing to people, but he was an actor. I mean, they don't know who they are. You do all of that medical training and school and academia, and you just to become a shitty drug dealer of ketamine. Lock him up just for that. That is so fucking pathetic and lame. It doesn't even matter if you oversupplied a drug addict with ketamine or, overcharged him or killed him. Inevitably, you killed him. Forget all that. You're a fucking loser for doing all that school and getting passed and boards and medical boards and all that just to fucking end up dealing ketamine, you fucking dork, loser, pathetic bitch. Rotten hell. I don't know what happened to Mac Miller's drug dealers. I think they got arrested too. But really, man, I'm telling you, Kanye better watch the fuck out. And it's so ballsy. It's so ballsy to be like, let me just deal drugs to this huge rapper and leave a huge digital paper trail on texts, via phone call, and just hope he doesn't OD. That never happens, right? Celebrities never OD on the drugs they're given because they have so much money to spend and no one ever tells them no. And so they just go and go and go and go and kill until until their heart stops beating. That never happens. I won't face the consequences. I'm enjoying this money I'm getting from Kanye West. He has 14 children. It's fine. He has like 4 kids, right? Saint, Chicago, North, South, East, West. West is a hard one. West is hard to look at. Yeah, it's just, I don't understand what people think. I mean, man, people will really do anything for money. It's so fucking pathetic. Everything evil comes down to money at the end of the day, But R.I.P. Matthew Perry. I said a joke in Phoenix. A lot of people groaned at it, but I thought it was fun. I said, do you know who could really use a hot tub time machine? Matthew Perry. All right, what is this story I was pulling up here? Did I just X out of it? Oh, Sedona Prince. Let's talk about her. This is for the lesbians. Lesbians, wake up. This is for the lesbians. Sedona Prince. Which, let's just start off. I gotta say, Sedona Prince is the coolest fucking name ever. I think it's the coolest fucking name ever. I wouldn't be surprised if Sedona made up this name. It is so fucking cool. It's the only cool thing about Sedona Prince. Sedona Prince is a college basketball player. She's been playing college basketball for, 14 years. She's been at the University of Texas. She's been at the University of Oregon or whatever it's called, Oregon University. I don't fucking know. And now she's at TCU, which I think is another Texas Christian university. I don't fucking know. I don't know college because I'm not a fucking creep. It's weird when like a 60-year-old can be like, yeah, I can name every college. It's like you touch children. She's been transferred to 3 different colleges. So she's been playing, I think her first game was on the first game she ever played. JoJo Siwa turned 2 years old. She's been playing for fucking ever. She's like an 8th year college student. She's about 8 feet tall. She looks like a sleep paralysis demon. Do you know what I mean? She looks like something that would haunt you. If she was in a shadow over your bed, you would be pissing your pants and you couldn't move, but you'd be like, "Oh my God, the demon's out to get me." That's what she looks like. She's crazy. She's like the opposite of a jolly green giant. She's like a menacing white behemoth. She's scary, but she's got basketball height. I think she's decent at basketball. Not good enough to go to the WNBA. She got injured, I think, at Oregon. I don't really know much about her, but I know she's been playing college basketball for at least 3 decades. She's like always going for her master's or some shit to stay in college. She has a very college mentality. She's like 18-year-olds in her head. I think she's 24 in real life. She just has, arrested development. She never wants to grow up. She's an abuser. She's a huge abuser. She's gay. She's gay, by the way. Get out of the way. She is a lesbian. Thank God. Because, what man is going to want to be like, I want to climb that 6'8" tall tree? I want to climb that giant, the James and the Giant. No peach, just giant. She's had some TikTok allegations come out against her from exes. All of her exes are at least 3'2". So, I mean, it's there's a huge disparity in the women she dates. It's always going to be like that because she's 6'7" or something. I don't know her actual height. Let's be factual on this podcast. How tall is Sedona, Arizona? 6'7". I was right. Holy shit. What am I, psychic? I can just tell people's height? That's crazy. I can just tell women abusers' height. It's the weirdest. It's the gift. As long as you're a woman abuser, I can tell what height you are just by looking at you. Anyway, she's 6'7", and every woman she dates, girl, I mean, they're all like, teens and 20-year-olds. They're always like 4'9". It's always a huge disparity. It's like Shaq standing next to like a Pepsi bottle. It's crazy. Thank God she doesn't have a dick. That thing would be swinging and hitting people. One of her exes came out. I don't even remember what ex the name. I think Olivia is her name. She came out on TikTok and alleged these crazy abuse stories. That seemed to be true. She had texts to back them up. They took a trip to some fucking place. I don't really know. I didn't listen. I'm going to be honest. I didn't. They went to Mexico. I'll tell you the real details here. I just got to tell you, I couldn't sit through it. If I can't sit through any more of these series on TikTok, who the fuck did I marry? Who the fuck did I date? Who the fuck? It's like you dated a fucking loser. It should take one. It's a 1-part series. You say, who the fuck did I date? And then you name the person and I'll go, yeah, that's a fucking loser. Next. I mean, first series was Risa Tisa. That's the OG. I like that one. That's it. Best one. I'll watch that one nonstop. Shout out to Risa Tisa. Who the fuck did I marry? Then you had like Brooke Schofield and Clinton Kane. Now, if you're not into TikTok, you're not going to know what the fuck I'm talking about. But Brooke Schofield was like, oh, I dated Clinton Kane. Who the fuck did I date? It's like, you dated Clinton Kane, you dumb bitch. Of course you're going to have like bad stories. Look at him. He looks like he mouth breathes his way through life. Like he looks like he has halitosis. And now it's this one where it's like, who the fuck did I date? And it's Sedona Prince. Like, yeah, no shit, you got abused. Like, have you seen Sedona Prince? She's a giant douchebag. She is a walking advertisement for Summer's Eve douche. I mean, I would be surprised if it was like, who the fuck did I marry? And then it's like, yeah, so I ran into Mother Teresa and she was a cunt. I'd be sitting down. I'd be like, tell me all, girl. Actually, Mother Teresa was kind of a cunt. Somebody needs to come out if Tom Hanks is a real creep. That'd be shocking to me because we all love Tom Hanks. I know that there's new allegations that are like, Tom Hanks likes kids. It's like, I don't know where this came from. It came out of COVID. We can't trust anything that came out of COVID. You know what I mean? We were all losing our minds in COVID. So I don't really know what these allegations are. But if somebody was like, who the fuck did I marry? Rita Wilson. And it's like, hi, I'm Rita Wilson. Who the fuck did I marry? And she talks about marrying Tom Hanks and all the weird shit he did. That'd be a story. But like when you dated Sedona Prince, what the fuck do you think you're going to get? She's crazy. She's a douchebag. She thinks she's black. In the 10-part series, Sedona Prince's ex-girlfriend, Olivia Stabile. I hope I'm saying that last name correctly. If I'm not, who cares? Olivia recapped a recent trip to Mexico for Sedona Prince's birthday. In the videos, Olivia alleges Sedona pushed her off a 4-wheel ATV and left her stranded in the jungle outside of their resort in Mexico. She claims that when Sedona returned, she flipped the vehicle on its side and pushed Olivia when she tried to offer aid. She's a psychopath. Sedona Prince is a psychopath. I remember part of the story. I saw a clip on TikTok where Sedona was like, let's go ride ATVs in the jungle in Mexico. But let's not bring our phones. Let's live in the moment. There's red flag number 1, bitch. Red flag number 1. What do you mean don't bring your phone? In 2024, you want me to go to a jungle without a phone? Are you trying to murder me? Maybe. Let's just live in the moment. Okay, girl, we can do that with my phone in my pocket. What do you mean don't bring my phone? If somebody ever, anywhere, if I was like, babe, I'm going to the kitchen. Do you need anything? And my fiance's like, yeah, can you get me water? But don't bring your phone. I'd be suspicious. What do you mean don't bring my phone to the kitchen? Are you going to murder me? Am I a housewife in Connecticut on Dateline? I mean, don't ever let anybody say don't bring your phone. If they want to live in the moment, okay, fine. Put the phone in the fucking back pocket. Put it in your purse. You need your phone on you at all times. Sorry. It's a thing we can have on us at all times that can track us and keep us safe and keep us in emergency situations. Good. Keeps us safe. Keep it on you, motherfucker. I will say that this Olivia girl ignored so many red flags. And at one point, I think Sedona, during the ATV thing where they went out on the ATVs without their cell phone. They flipped the ATV or some shit, whatever. And then at one point, Sedona was skipping back and forth in front of Olivia saying, I'm single now. She was taunting her saying she's single now. And she's like, I'm going to find me a new Latina baddie. Girl, Sedona has never dated a baddie in her life. And I'll tell you this, and I don't mean to disparage Olivia or any of her exes who have been through horrific abuse at the hands of Sedona, but I'll tell you this. A baddie would not put up with this shit. And I hate to say, I'm not victim blaming. I'm not saying that, Olivia is not a badass woman for coming forward and saying this. I'm just saying there's a certain type of woman, a baddie, and they don't put up with this shit. The first thing, the minute they get stranded in a jungle in Mexico by their girlfriend or boyfriend, that's it. They're done. They'll find their way home, and they'll pack their bags, and they'll go home. And that's it, because they're a baddie. They don't fuck with this shit. Baddies do not allow themselves to get fucked with repeatedly. It's one and done. And maybe it takes baddies getting abused or getting mistreated in the past to become a baddie. To go, I no longer put up with this shit because I respect myself. This Olivia girl stayed, I think, almost the entire trip and put up with more shit from Sedona. Sedona, ditched her and went out and got shots at the tattoo shop and texted her and was like, yeah, come through. Like they were just at fucking home hanging out and they were like a situationship, not in a relationship. And Olivia went to the tattoo shop to hang out with her. Look, girl, a baddie would not go to the tattoo shop after all that shit to hang out with her. A baddie would have been on that plane ride home. So let's not get it twisted here. Sedona has never been with a baddie because I think there was one woman I saw on TikTok who said that she hung out with Sedona for one day and was like, kicked her out immediately. Like Sedona got way too drunk at one of their parties. She kicked her out immediately, sent her home. That's a baddie. The baddie never got in the relationship with Sedona because she saw what Sedona was and was like, fuck this. I'm good. Get the fuck out of my life. Blocked, bye. See ya. That's a real baddie. Just so you know. Now, Olivia has the potential to become a baddie after this because she's probably not going to put up with shit like this anymore. I hope. My God. But, yeah, it's just real fucking weird. I gotta say, though, Sedona being an abuser, she's doing great for women equality. Look, men, we can be just like you, too. Women are just like men. We can dunk a basketball and hit our women. We can play basketball and abuse women. We're just like you, men. Sedona's doing a lot for the women's equality movement. You know, this is like, if this isn't convincing to you that women can be just like men, what is? You know, Brittany Griner, she's got a chest like a man, but she's fucking awesome. She can dunk like a man. You know what I mean? What the fuck was that? That scared the shit out of me. Wouldn't it be funny if it was just, I don't even know if you could hear that. There was something coming out of my computer. It was like intro wrestling music. I think it was on one of these sites I was on. Wouldn't it be funny if Sedona just like busted through my wall like the Kool-Aid man? Oh yeah, just punches me. You fucking dyke. Ugh. That would make for great podcasting, huh? I don't even know what I'm saying. Anyways, women can be like men. Sedona can also abuse women. So, we are just like men. We deserve equal rights. We can do what you can do and better. We'll leave them stranded in the jungle in Mexico. Have you done that, dude? Or you just ghosted her? Big whoop. You're no Sedona. She'll fucking get drunk and trash the hotel room and call you a cunt. Can you do that? There's a petition to remove her from the TCU basketball game that's been going out. I exited out of the article because there was crazy music playing. I can try to pull it up in history here. There it is. Let's hope. Let me just turn that sound off. Let's get to the petition part because that's really interesting to me. I don't know if it's going to happen. I doubt it will. Is this the end of the look how many she's played for. Dude, she's played okay, so she's been granted one final year of eligibility. So there's a petition to get her off of the TCU basketball team. TCU, I don't know if they're that good. Again, I don't pay attention to college sports because I'm not a fucking cuck. Like, sorry. The petition. Okay, so TCU women's basketball told people that graduate transfer student Sedona Prince's status as an active member on the team is intact amid a growing petition to have her removed from the team. The petition, which had nearly 170,000 signatures as of this writing, that's 170,000 angry lesbians. Okay? That's one Indigo Girls concert. The petition was started to try and get the university to remove Prince. It's so weird to say Prince because I just keep thinking of the cool singer, not this fucking lesbian giant. The petition was started to try and get the university to remove Sedona from the team because of allegations of physical and verbal abuse by her ex-girlfriend, who posted the accusations to her profile of over 800,000 followers. Here's my thing I'm going to say about the petition. She has 1 year left. Let her fade away into obscurity. She'll get arrested at some point in her life. I mean, these people she's evil. She's an abuser. She treats people like paper dolls, especially women that she's quote unquote dating. She's a bad person. She leaves people stranded in the jungle in Mexico without their phone, which seems premeditated to me. Seems a little premeditated to me. Red flag if anybody says don't bring your phone anywhere. They're trying to hurt you. She has 1 more year left, and then her life is going to go in the gutter. I promise you, she'll end up in trouble. She'll get like a DUI. She'll get into hard drugs. You know, people like this, they don't just flourish. They have really shitty things happen to them. Do I believe in karma? I don't know. I think maybe karma is what you put out is what you get back. I believe in that a little bit. But then again, how do you explain kids with, childhood leukemia? What did they do? But I just think the energy you bring as an adult kind of comes back to you, and she will feel the burn. You don't have to worry about her not playing. Let her play 1 more fucking year at this stupid fucking university's college basketball program. She's 85. She's going out like Biden. She's a shitty person, and shitty things will happen and follow her all of her life until she gets help. It seems like maybe she has some kind of mental illness that makes her like this. Maybe it's narcissism. Maybe it's borderline. I'm not diagnosing her. I'm just saying that people with good mental health don't treat other people like this. So we'll see. I'm sure my guess, if I had to guess, I would say within the next 5 years, she gets a DUI or 2. She gets arrested on some kind of crazy charges with an ex, domestic violence, or drug possession, drug paraphernalia. It's a tale as old as time. And maybe she'll grow up. I mean, she's 24. She has her whole life ahead of her. By the time she's 34, maybe she had gone through everything and come out the other side a better person who can go, holy shit, I was a monster. I'm so sorry. Or, it just gets worse. I don't think she's going to the WNBA, though. I really don't think so. So, good luck to her. Don't really care. Let's get into our ad reads here. Our sponsor, our one and only Lucy Brown Coffee, baby. We love them. You know them. If you've signed up for the subscription, you can attest to how great their coffee subscription is. It's my favorite thing. I love it so much. Shout out to Lucy Brown, Lussi, browncoffee.com, over there in Lexington, Kentucky. You can now enjoy their coffee anytime. Every month you get a new bag of coffee, baby. A BOC shipped straight to your door with their new coffee subscription. It's not that new anymore. I just like to say new. But they've had these coffee subscriptions for a while, and they're doing great. You go to the store and you see the same old coffee selections over and over again. And when I do my coffee enemas, I like to have something new up my asshole. You know what I mean? I like to feel it burn in a different way. You thought I was drinking coffee? Okay, queer. I'm not like one of you gays. I just put it up my butt. I love their coffee so much. Every month, Lucy Brown ships you a brand new roaster bag of coffee from a roaster you haven't had before. And the preference you like. Do you like light roast? Do you like dark roast? Do you like medium roast? Do you like all the roast? I don't know if that's a preference, but I like dark roast. So every month I get a new kind of roasting coffee. What am I talking about? I'm thinking about coffee enemas too much. I get a new bag of coffee from a different and exciting roaster every single fucking month, okay? That's the fucking deal. A new roaster, a new type of coffee. It shows up at my door every fucking month because I'm on the subscription. It's the best thing I've ever done, and it all starts as low as $20 a month. Are you kidding me? I don't have to go to the store and get these bullshit fakakta coffee beans, Starbucks, Dunkin' Donuts, all this bullshit. I get good, legit coffee from roasters I would have never known about because there are a lot, and I can't meet them all. You know what I mean? They're going to have to come to my door. I can't go to theirs. Shout out to Lucy Brown's coffee subscriptions. All you got to do is go to their website, lussibrowncoffee.com. Simply fill out the form on their website under coffee subscriptions and get coffee beans from different and exciting roasters sent straight to your door. Again, starting at just $20 a month. All you got to do is visit lussibrowncoffee.com, follow the coffee subscription button to get signed up today. And if you use the code Heather Shaw is kidding, you'll get 10% off your first order. Are you kidding me? That's a good fucking deal. Get caffeinated, baby. We love you, Lucy Brown. Thank you for being the only and best sponsor of this show. And if you're in Lexington, Kentucky, go check out Lucy Brown. Chapel Rowan. I always want to say Chappelle. Dave Chappelle Rowan. Chapel Rowan is creeped out. And that's fair. That's totally fair. Chapel Rowan is very creeped out. She has spoken out against fans' creepy behavior and the explosion of interest in her and her music, saying she and her family have been stalked and harassed, both in person and online. Woof. Again, tale as old as time. Superstar, pop star, musician. She's more than a pop star to me. She's got the making of a legend. You know, she's an icon. She's experiencing the things that most A-list superstars have experienced, and it's not to excuse it at all. It's gross, it's weird, but it's, that's what happens. She's kind of lambasted it. She said, if you saw a random woman on the street, would you yell at her from your car window? Yeah, Chapel, a lot of men are doing that. A lot of men are. Girl, I hate to burst your bubble on this little rant you're doing, but yeah, a lot of men would do that. I just know there were men watching that video like, yeah, actually I would do that. I did that earlier. You can't call a cat on its own. You got to do it together, Got a cat call. Yeah, I fucking love harassing women. She said, would you harass her in public? Would you go up to a random lady and say, can I take a photo with you? Again, you gotta be real specific with who you're addressing, Chapel, because men out there, yeah, they might do that. Maybe not the photo part, but they'll go up to random women all the time. She's got to be more specific with who she's talking to, which is non-binary people, people who seem scared of their shadow. This is who is harassing Chapel Rowan. It's gays, theys, and maybes. It's gays love her. She's a legend already. She's amazing. But there's a lot of younger people and people just mentally unhinged, not well, that don't give a fuck and will go up to Chapel Rowan in public and say, oh my God, I love you so much, gotta get a photo. And they expect everything of Chapel Rowan because they don't see her as a real person. They see her as, an artist and somebody who's gotten them through such hard times. The stalking is where it gets weird. That's where it gets like icky. It's one thing when people come up to me and say, can I get a picture? Yeah, fine. I don't give a fuck. I'm not getting harassed like Chapel Rowan. I'm getting one a day, maybe. Depending on where I'm at, maybe more than one, but not a lot. It's not like I can't walk through the airport. I will say I was flying from Phoenix home, and I handed my TSA pre-check guy my ID, and he said, you're that comedian. I said, yeah. And he goes, cool. And then there's this older white collar, boomer couple behind me that were like, oh my God, can we get a photo? We love you. And that was weird. But that's it. I max out at 2 a day. Really, unless I'm at my own show, which is to be expected that people will be like, hey, can I get a photo? But, I'm not Chapel Rowan, who is probably, if she were to walk through an airport, it would be a mob. It would really be a mob. She's at that point in her life. It would be a small gay mob, but it'll be a mob nonetheless. It'll be a lot of confused people going, who is that bitch? And joining the mob because they can't stand FOMO. But there would be a mob nonetheless. It's the stalking that gets creepy. It's bullying, stalking, shouting at her on the street, becoming abusive when she refused to pose for photos or give hugs. So yeah, people are expecting a lot of Chapel Rowan, whose real name is Kaylee. Chapel Rowan, she looks like a girl who wore Cookie Monster pajama pants in high school and walked the mile in gym class. She looked like she was mean, but she stuck up for the nerds. She'd put you in your place real quick, but it was also always high. That's what she seems like to me, but her real name's Kaylee, so that checks out. She said, would you be offended if she says, the lady, so this is Chapel referring to the girl you're harassing. If you saw a random woman on the street, right? Would you be offended if she said no to your time because she has her own time? Would you stalk her family? Would you follow her around? Would you try to dissect her life and bully her online? This is a lady you don't know, and she doesn't know you at all. Would you assume that she's a good person? Would you assume she's a bad person? Would you assume everything you read online about her is true? I'm a random bitch. You're a random bitch. Just think about that for a second, okay? Yeah. It's, this is a normal thing that people who with newfound fame come to terms with, and she's dealing with it a little bit loudly. It's just fine. People are stalking her family. It's a lot different than just, again, somebody going up to you and being like, oh my God, I love your music. Can I get a picture? That's one level of it. Zach Galifianakis said something. If you don't know Zach Galifianakis, he's the actor in Hangover and like Between Two Ferns, and he's a stand-up. He's very funny, but he said there would be people that would come up to him and beg to take a picture. And he's like, I don't really want to take a picture, but I can sign something for you if you'd want. And they'd go, ew, no. Like people don't want the autograph anymore. People want the digital proof that they stood next to a famous person so that they can post it to the gram or Facebook or where the fuck else ever. People don't care about autographs anymore. I mean, it makes sense. What are you going to do with a fucking autograph? Some clubs ask me to sign the posters, and I guess they hang them on the walls. But other than that, they've got to just be wiping their ass with them. It's got to be some guy who's just like, yeah, I like to have the female comics sign a poster so I can shit on it later like they're fucking jokes. That's just what I imagine. But yeah, people used to sell autographs. That would be the digital currency or the currency of celebrities. But now it's all pictures. Pictures or it didn't happen. The stalking is real weird. But this is a tale as old as time once again. It's like, I know you're an artist at your core, Chapel. It feels a little like, how did you think this was going to go? You're never prepared for fame, and I'm not trying to demean what she's saying at all, but it's also like, girl, have you never seen a celebrity pop star before? Like, you've seen the crowds you draw. Do you really think you can go to that dive bar now, girl? Or out in public? I mean, that's just the trade-off. Does she really think that people that draw in hundreds of thousands of people in a crowd can then just go to a coffee shop and hang out afterwards? Like, she had to have been aware of, like, Lady Gaga can't walk down, can't go to fucking Raising Cane's. She can, but she's going to get mobbed. I mean, it's just weird to me that she didn't have that. She seems pretty smart. I guess when it's happening to you directly, though, it's harder to absorb and to deal with. And the stalking is absolutely, disgusting and nerdy and weird and, borderline violent. We've seen celebrity stalkers before. It's never good. But it is kind of weird. I mean, it's also just, I don't know anybody that I was trying to think of it personally. If there's anybody that I saw in public, and it wasn't that I was working with them or hanging out with them personally, is there any celebrity that I saw in public that I would go up to by my own and talk to them? And I got to tell you, and I'm not trying to sound cool, I'm being honest, I don't know if there's one goddamn celebrity out there that I would give a fucking shit about. What I care more about is getting the respect of people that I admire. So like getting to hang out with Kathy Griffin at a basketball game, that was really fun. Comedian to comedian, getting to talk shop. It wasn't like me going up to Kathy Griffin at Walmart and being like, oh my God, you're that, comedian. I don't think I could ever go up to a celebrity and be like, oh my God, I love yours. I don't know. I just don't think. I'm a huge Fiona Apple fan, and I'm trying to think of a scenario where I would approach Fiona Apple. I don't think I would. Because what am I going to say that's not going to be fucking annoying? Or something she hasn't heard a million times before? Or I'm just bothering her while she's out living her life. So, but I got to say, I like when people come up to me. But again, I'm getting the low end of it. again, it's like 1 or 2 people a day. It's kind of the greatest position to be in because it's like 1 or 2 people a day. They never want pictures. Some of them want pictures. It's the TSA agents that want pictures. It's weird. It's like, can you just do your job and find the bombs? And don't tell me it's in my set list. Yeah, 1 or 2 a day is kind of great. I can't imagine more than that. And it's just enough to be like, oh, cool. I love it. It's fun. But I do feel bad for Chappell Roan. We're watching in real time somebody coming to terms with the fact that they have to kind of live in a bubble now. It's really sad. It is really sad to think about somebody that really enjoyed just doing their own thing and had anonymity and could go out in public, and now she's gonna have to transition into living inside a goddamn fucking bubble and losing touch with reality. And that's when you start to lose touch with art, and that's when you start to not be as good at your art because you're not centered in reality. Now you're living in this other weird world where like your family is getting stalked and like people are just constantly harassing you in the street, and you can't go have a normal conversation in a bar without worrying about everyone around you eavesdropping and listening to what you're saying and staring at you. Like, no wonder really good artists lose that creative skill and talent that they had because they get sucked right out of the world that they created it in, It's very sad. I hope that she can... part of me wants her to pull a Kate Bush and just go live somewhere remote or live and don't tell anybody where you're living and kind of live in a small area where nobody gives a fuck and release your music when you want. Kind of like Fiona Apple. Fiona Apple lives in like Venice Beach. She releases an album once every 7 years. I shit you not. The album is amazing every time. I can soak it in I'm getting itchy now. I think we're at like the 4-year mark from her last... I think her last album was 2020. So I'm like, all right, 3 more years. 3 more years into a new album from Fiona Apple. I can do it. But I think nobody bothers her. She's not a celebrity, She just does her own thing in Venice Beach, I think is where she lives. Maybe New York. I don't really know. She fucks off. She does her own thing. She hangs out with her dogs probably and does her own thing and whatever she wants. And then she comes out and releases an album when she's ready. And the world eats it up and she can go back to being a recluse or whatever she wants to do. That's kind of the life. Shout out to Fiona Apple. I will never approach you in real life, Fiona. You have my word. Machine Gun Kelly has a tattoo cover-up, and I just have a quick thing to say about it. Machine Gun Kelly debuted a new transformation. He covered almost all of his tattoos, with solid black ink. He looks ridiculous, and this is proof that he is trying so hard to be black. Literally. He's literally wearing black face for the chest. He's got black chest. It's solid black ink. He looks insane. He looks like, I don't know, man. He looks like an angry lesbian. He looks like if Sedona got a facelift and lost weight. I don't think he's as evil as Sedona. I don't know. How would I know? But there's no stories of his exes being like, yeah, Machine Gun Kelly, Nerf Gun Kelly over there left me in the jungle. He's covered up all his tattoos, and I gotta say, he wants to be black so bad that he's literally covered up all his tattoos with black ink. It looks absurd. He looks like charcoal. He looks like a burnt end of, a s'more, like a marshmallow that you left a little too long over the fire. He's just black. I mean, it looks bad. Now, I will say his tattoos underneath that were fucking atrocious. They're really embarrassing, so it all makes sense. But it's like, sir, just live in the cringe. You are a cringy human. You lost a rap battle against Eminem so badly that you started to become a pop punk star. So just, he's so embarrassing. When is this guy gonna give it a rest? Give it a fucking rest, MGK. I don't like him. Can you tell? There's something about him that's just like, dude, you are such a cringy douche. Try hard. I'm just trying to look at, and his name is also embarrassing. What is his name? Colson? Ugh. Colson sounds like the fucking most annoying kid in your class. That was like doing spitballs and like peeing in the water bottle. And the teacher was all, he reeked of cigarettes in class, not because he was smoking, but because his parents smoked inside the house. It wasn't even his parents that he lived with. He lived with like his fucked up aunt, because his parents, they're gone. They don't, they lost custody. So now he just lives with his aunt, and his aunt smokes inside the house and kind of like lets him do whatever. Hey, Colson! Colson, you truant today? Colson, go get me some cigarettes. You can take a couple if you do. You know, it's that kind of shit. But he's just cringy. He's just trying to make up for something that he lost in his adolescence. He's got a 14-year-old, which is crazy. He's 33. What is the math on that? 19? What do you have, a kid when he was 19? It's crazy. Not too bad, but that checks out for a Coulson. You're like, yeah, the Coulson should have 3 kids under the age of 15 right now, and he's 33 years old. He's just very embarrassing. I don't know how he's tricked people into thinking he's cool. I guess when you pull Megan Fox, but Megan Fox has those weird thumbs. So she's not cool either. She's got those weird thumbs. If you know what I'm talking about, look at Megan Fox's thumbs. It'll completely turn you off. It'll completely turn you off from her. She's a beautiful woman. Don't get me started on her looks up top, but when you get to the hand, it's like, I'd rather you just cut those bad boys off. Cut those puppies off. You can be thumbless for me, Fox. I don't like the thumbs. It's a dead giveaway of something funky. Last thing I want to talk about is Ben Affleck, accused of humiliating Jennifer Lopez through rumored split. I don't think you can humiliate Jennifer Lopez any more than she humiliates herself. Okay, let's get that correct. Am I right, Ben? I mean, if I had to choose sides, I would unfortunately choose Ben's, and that's only because I can't stand J-Lo that much. Blake Lively is the new J-Lo, by the way, and it's so fun to watch her demise. But Ben Affleck can't do anything to humiliate Jennifer more than she's already done herself. Do you remember the movie? Hello? When did that movie come out? Was that a year ago? This Is Me. No, that had to have been like Christmas, right? God, I don't even know. That movie was humiliating, J-Lo. You don't need help from your husband. Or soon-to-be ex. Were they ever married? I don't fucking know. I really don't. I don't know, and I'm proud to not know. Yeah, they're married because there's divorce rumors. Okay, they got married again. These idiots. I have zero sympathy for these goddamn idiots. What do you mean you married an ex? Who marries a fucking ex? It works out like 0.1% of the time. Don't marry you're an ex for a reason. You did not work out. I don't care if you're celebrities. I don't care if you're in a trailer park. I don't care if you're MGK. You don't marry your ex. That's the worst thing you could ever do. It's not going to end well, and you have a dumb idea of how it will end. Don't comment, I married my ex and it's fine. Yeah, well, time will tell. The day isn't over yet, is it? Why is she embarrassed by Ben? Adding to the divorce rumors, Jennifer Lopez was recently spotted in New York City sporting her in where? At the bodega? Sporting her emerald engagement ring on her right hand instead of her left. I don't know what the fuck that means. What? She moved her ring over to a different finger. Can we get a life? I mean, can we really get a fucking life? Ben ignored their anniversary, then her birthday, while having the tenacity to claim he's protecting her somehow. It makes J-Lo sick to her stomach. You know J-Lo wrote this entire article, right? It makes J-Lo sick to her stomach. Put that in too. People in their circle are wondering how it's gotten to this point, and it's become so toxic. Tell them that. Tell them it's become toxic. Say that Ben Affleck has a tiny dick too. Yeah, say that. He's got a tiny little dick. She was married to Mark Anthony for years. I mean, she had kids by Mark Anthony. Her taste is off the charts awful. Mark Anthony looks like a Hispanic Skeletor. He looks like a toy doll. He looks like the women Sedona Prince abuses. He's a tiny little Hispanic man. He might as well date Sedona Prince next. I mean, he's little. J-Lo, I mean, she crushes him. And J-Lo's skinny. But if J-Lo sat on Mark Anthony, that would be the end of Mark Anthony. She has awful taste in men. She's like the Hispanic Liz Taylor. She's like the even whiter Liz Taylor of our generation. I gotta go down to the bodega, get an orange drink. I don't know. Despite the ongoing marital strife, Lopez is said to remain deeply invested in her role as a stepmother to Affleck's children. Yeah, you know, Jennifer Garner loves that, having J-Lo as a stepmom. I mean, that just sounds like heaven. That sounds like something you'd love, huh? You know that Jen Garner, Jen, like I know her. Do you know Jennifer Garner and Ben Affleck's daughter is going to fucking Yale? And to no credit to Ben Affleck on that one, by the way. That's all Jennifer Garner. She looks like Jennifer Garner. She's got Jennifer Garner's brains, and Jennifer Garner raised her. That bitch is going to Yale. I don't mean to be bitch in a bad way, but that motherfucking bitch is going to Yale thanks to Jennifer Garner. No thanks to Ben Affleck. You know he had no part in that. But good for her going to Yale. That's pretty cool. She looks just like Jen Garner. Why do I keep saying Jen Garner like I know her? Am I okay? Jen. Hey, Jen Garner. God, Ben really likes the Jennifers, huh? Can't stay away from him. Who's his next Jennifer? Jason Lee? I don't know. I don't think there's anything that Ben Affleck can do. J-Lo, you married in a humiliating person. Ben Affleck is also equally humiliating. He's like 50-something years old. He's got like addictions to deal with, which is fine. That's not humiliating. But also like he's super into gambling, which is like, grow up. Grow the fuck up and just do cocaine like the rest of us. You know what I mean? He's in and out of rehab, which is fine. Not that humiliating, but like he's always outside sighing the biggest sigh while holding a Dunkin' Donuts coffee cup. What are we doing? You're embarrassing. You would be Boston trash if you had never gotten on Good Will Hunting. If you had never met Matt Damon, you would be Boston fucking trash, Ben Affleck, and you know it. And every day it feels like a surprise. Look at me, I'm talking like Trump again. Kamala's a bitch. All right, that's it for this episode. I don't have anything to review other than Ben Affleck and Jennifer Lopez's doomed marriage. Again, live shows are at heathershawcomedy.com. Upcoming shows, Stamford, Connecticut tonight. Come out. Even if your mother was murdered in a Dateline episode featured it, come out to the show. Long Island tomorrow night at the Governor's in Levittown. Damn, that was a big one. Sorry, that was a mouth queef. That came out of me. Woo! I feel like J-Lo birthing twins with that one. In September, I'll be in Sacramento, San Fran, Bakersfield, Brea, San Jose. I'll also be in Providence, Portsmouth, Beverly, Foxborough, and Dallas. And all those tickets are at heathershawcomedy.com. In October, I'll be in Tulsa, Bentonville for the Big Diamond Comedy Festival. Kansas City. Tickets are now on sale for that. Kansas City at Knuckleheads. Salt Lake City and Las Vegas. Again, all those tickets are at heathershawcomedy.com. If you like the podcast, please rate it. Please review it. Please leave a review. Get me up there. I see some of you people doing it. Thank you so much. I appreciate it. Comment on YouTube. Whatever you can do to show your support or show your hate, I'll take either. I don't give a fuck. Join the Patreon if you enjoy this podcast and want to support my comedy in any way you can. Starting as low as $3 a month, you can support this gay. You also get a bonus episode of this podcast every single week. This past week, I talked a little about the Amanda Bynes situation. And then I also talked about a huge emergency that happened with my dog, Blue. He ripped his chest open on a metal rod. We had to go to the emergency vet clinic. I hate the emergency vet clinic. I talk about that. I talk about Amanda Bynes. I talk about other things that are more personal. The crazy, insane people of Phoenix. And what have you. Thank you so much for listening. I hope you have a great rest of the week. Stay gay. See ya.